Today I'm talking to all of those people that are experiencing neck pain that isn't necessarily from an injury, but it's from an arthritis or some sort of chronic, gradual increase in neck pain that you're not really sure what happened or where it even came from. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button as we're going through. And also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, click that red subscribe button below so that way you can get updates on all of the new videos that I release. So today, like I said, we're talking all about neck pain. And I'm going to give you 3 exercises that you can start doing today. Now, this is not going to replace a physical therapy evaluation. So this is just general advice. So if you do notice some of these deficits, then it's definitely worth a personal evaluation so we can give you an exercise program that's going to be specific to you. But one of the biggest things that I find with neck pain is when we have these deficits or when we have pain, the number one thing people do is stretches. And I'm going to tell you today that that is not going to relieve your pain on its own. So if you have been given stretches, a lot of times you get kind of the side bend, or you can side bend and look down. Those are going to stretch those muscles that you're leaning away from, and those can be common. So this is the upper trap and a couple of other muscles. Those are commonly tight just from, it could be a variety of different things. A lot of times we hear poor posture where your shoulders are rounded forward, but in reality, posture is what you can move in and out of, and it's not something that you're just gonna sitting up like this all day is not gonna relieve your neck pain either. Those muscles are tight for a reason. And many times it's not just posture, but it's making up for weakness somewhere else. And a lot of times we get really weak, or we can get weak in your upper shoulders, especially if we're not in a position to use those muscles frequently. So I'm going to show you 3 exercises that you can do to start relieving your neck pain, because if you have those couple of stretches that you wake up and do, that is totally fine. If they feel good to you and don't cause more pain, then keep doing those. But I want you to add in some exercise and some movement afterwards. Because if we go into those stretches and we stretch that upper trap, we stretch some other muscles, but then we just go about our regular day, those muscles are going to tighten right back up. So if we can stretch, get those muscles relaxed a little bit, and then do some movement, that is going to keep those muscles really working the way they should, and it's going to help relieve your pain. So for the first one, we just want to make sure that you can move your neck so you can rotate side to side and then look up and down. Now, if any of those are painful, take note, especially side to side. Now, there is a disclaimer: if you're having neck pain, if you are having changes in vision, blurry vision, change in appetite, a sudden onset of pain, numbness or tingling that is very severe and won't go away, then I would highly suggest going to a physician and getting it checked out. But if you're just having kind of local pain and not really having any of those other symptoms, try some of these movements first before you go and get an x-ray. What I want you to do first is find a wall. And I'm going to show you a couple of exercises you can do at the wall. The first one being, you're going to take one of your arms. It doesn't really matter which one you start with, but if you have pain more on one side, you might want to focus on that side a little bit more. So I'm going to say I have pain on my left side, so I'm going to take my left hand, bend your elbow so it's at 90 degrees, come up to the wall so your toes are almost touching the wall. Then what you're going to do, keep your elbow glued to your side. You're going to push into the wall with your hand. But first, I want you to relax your shoulders. We want to avoid being hunched up. Relax your shoulders, bring them back, and then push into the wall. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be as hard as you can, but you're just helping to use your shoulder muscles more and your neck muscles less. Many times we get really tense in our neck, so I just want you to focus on using your shoulder muscles on this one. Awesome. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to take your hands about shoulder width apart, straight out in front of you. And what we're going to do is a wall push-up. So I want you just to take a small step back, and you're going to keep your elbows in nice and tight, and then push away. Come down and push away. Again, we're not splaying our elbows out. You're keeping them nice and tight to you. The closer you are, the more straight up you are, the easier it's going to be. And the further away you walk, the harder it's going to be. You'll feel it mostly in the backs of your arms. So find a position. It should not flare up pain. So find a position that you can complete about 10 to 15 of these. When you push back, I want you to really lengthen your arms out, and then push forward, really lengthen your arms out as straight as you can. Okay, and now we're still going with that left side. So I want you to take your left hand, and now you're going to face away from the wall. I want you to stand maybe about 4 to 6 inches from the wall. And you're going to take your left hand, I'll show you on this one. And you're going to push, keeping your arm straight, push back into the wall. And I want you to really focus on using the muscles around your shoulder blade. So again, you're rolling those shoulders out, relaxing, taking that palm and pushing it straight into the wall and holding. Hold for about 5 seconds or so, and then relax, and then you're going to complete again. Really focus on keeping those shoulders back and using those muscles around your shoulder blades. Again, you don't have to push as hard as you can, and relax. So I want you to try these 3 exercises. Now, like I said, this is not a cure-all for neck pain and shoulder pain, but a lot of times your neck pain stems from your shoulders. And so we have to start working those muscles and getting them used to working correctly, so that way then the tension comes off of your neck and your shoulders start helping out like they should. So a lot of times we think that because our neck hurts and our neck is tight, that we have to work our neck. But really, a lot of the times, it's working the shoulders to get them to help. Because when those neck muscles get tight, they can clamp down on some nerves. That's when you get some numbness and tingling, and they can kind of wreak havoc. So trying these 3 exercises, I'll show you one more time. Coming up to the wall, keeping your arm in that L position, pushing, again holding for about 5 seconds for about 10 to 15 repetitions. A wall push-up, finding the right difficulty for you, so you can, like I said, closer you are, the easier it's going to be. The further away you are from the wall, the harder it's going to be. Really pushing those shoulders out at the top, and then taking that left hand right up against the wall and pushing down. Relax those shoulders, do some shoulder circles prior to, so you really start to loosen those muscles so we're not getting the hunched up position. Like I said, this does not replace a physical therapy evaluation, so these are just a few exercises to start with. But if you're not getting any relief from these exercises, then definitely I would recommend getting a personalized evaluation. I can do them in Utah, Ohio, and Michigan, or I can point you in the direction to someone who can. So my name is Alyssa with Keep the Adventure Alive, Physical Therapy and Performance. I'm based in Salt Lake City, Utah. You can visit my website at www.keeptheadventurealive.com. Again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. I release videos weekly. And also, if you did like this video or if you found it helpful, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and also leave a comment. If you're struggling with neck pain, if you try some of these exercises, if they work, if they didn't, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you're on the path to getting rid of this annoying neck pain. Have a good one.